There is a problem which is faced by all landscape photographers at some time. You get up early, you travel a long distance, you take a shot, and the sky makes you wish that you stayed in bed. Let's put it right. Hi, I am David Jelly, and this is Love All Digital. I've taken this photograph of Corfe Castle in the south of England. The foreground is interesting, the lighting is quite good, but the sky, quite frankly, is boring, and I want to do something about it. Let's make it into this. I will be editing with Affinity Photo, but this technique can be used in most software packages. As you can see, the sky is quite flat, the clouds are uninteresting. So I'm going to replace this with a new sky. In Affinity Photo, have a choice between the flood tool and the selection brush tool. They both have their uses, but today I will use the selection brush tool. I'll increase the size of the brush, and I will sweep it across the sky, and you will see the marching ants have done a very good job of selecting the sky and separating it from the background. The selection brush tool has made a very good job of selecting the sky, but let's see if we can refine it further for the small detail. If we look at the castle, there are some windows which have not been selected and the sky is visible behind. With the selection brush tool, we can use add and subtract. If you reduce the size of our brush so it fits in the window of the castle, we can then select these small areas of sky. If we move along the edge of the hill, we can see there are some small areas that have not been selected properly. There's this mast in the background, which has not been selected, and there are some areas of hill which have been selected with the sky. We are now using the Refine Brush tool to improve upon the selection. With Affinity Photo, this is a very satisfactory and accurate way of improving upon the selection technique. We brush along the areas that we're not happy with, and we let the tool do its work. We can improve a little bit farther on this, so we'll paint over it again. If we now look at our selection, the mast has been selected, but the edge of the sky could be improved upon further. We'll go back to our selection brush in the subtraction method, paint along the edge, and now the sky and the land are separated perfectly. I'm now checking the edge of the castle and the edge of the hillside along the length of the image. I can see that Affinity Photo selection brush has done a very good job on this, and we will now move to the next step of the process. By moving to the top toolbar and Edit, I will now press Cut, and your sky is removed instantly, just leaving a blank transparent checkerboard. In the top toolbar, under File, we will find the Place tool. This is a sky that I have selected earlier and edited to the effect that I want. We now place it over our working image, drag it across. It's placed in front of the image, but by taking the sky layer and pulling it below the background, we now have the background in front and the sky behind. Because these are two separate layers, we can move the sky. We can move it around until we get it to the point that we find gives the best result for the image. I like the fact that we have a small clear bit of sky, blue sky, with the castle to the left of it. I've now deselected the sky and we can look at our finished image. We can check right back to the beginning and compare it to the results that we have now. The beauty of working with layers in Affinity Photo is that if we wish, if we want to change anything, we can go back to the sky layer. We can move the sky. We can edit it. We can make changes to exposure, to color balance, to anything that we wish. And the foreground remains unaffected. Likewise, we could further edit the foreground without affecting the sky. This has been very quick, easy, and highly effective. I hope it is a technique that you'll put into use. It can be used for all sorts of subject matter and will greatly enhance your photography. Thank you for watching Love All Digital today.